I remember I went to counseling and the therapist asked, what are you waiting for? And I was like, I'm waiting on a feeling. I was like, I don't know. Something just,
it sounds like an 80s rock song.
something just feels off. And I was like, I don't know. She was like, well, what are you waiting on? I was like, I'm waiting on a feeling. I feel like I don't have the feeling that I need to have in order to do what I feel the situation it requires.
Your Pat Benatar.
So I fucking waited. What I did not realize then that I do now was I'll never feel it.
Bruh, pause. That right there.
Yeah. Wait on the feeling. You ain't never gonna feel it.
Bruh, no.
You're gonna never feel it.
Nah. Cause it's, I don't know what to call it.
Some bullshit
It's
storybook.
It's a life challenge. It's a life goal.
Yeah.
And it's a life union.
Yeah, I do understand
Not
that.
perfect.
The reason why I'm using this analogy to this person on the other side is because that's literally how I look at it. I literally see a James in the distance that requires sacrifice from the current James. And I have to get to that motherfucker
I feel you.
there.
I feel you. I feel that.
And there's shit that I don't want to do today that the future motherfucker saying, you gotta do it.
Yep.
You gotta do it.
Why did sacrifice? Why is that the first time that word came up? That's what it
Because
is.
his lifestyle. I mean, he's sacrificing a
Bruh,
lifestyle.
but I
he
said
was doing.
surrender. It's that, but it's sacrifice.
When the gaze is outside is where you're off. When you're talking about societal pressure, when you're talking about family, when you're talking about the woman, it ain't even about her. I will tell you this, bro, until I fucking die. This ain't based on nothing but ourselves.
Yep.
And so the person you are surrendering to is the future you. That's who you're surrendering to.
Yep.
Not the bride, not the anything else. So we have patterns that we've been demonstrating, muscles that we've been fucking working out for 48 years. Fucking this bitch, fearful, succumbing to this. And so we got these muscles, these emotional and spiritual muscles that are hyper developed, that is preventing us from doing other shit.
Yeah.
And then you got another muscle that's fucking atrophy basically, which is trust, which is grace, which is this shit that we have very little fucking practice of doing. Patience,
Yep.
acceptance, that we gotta exercise those too. And that is uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And that's what you surrender to, the process of the discomfort, because the other person on the other side needs those muscles exercised.
We can't get off this subject. I gotta ask you a question. Are you in love with your wife?
No,
Me either.
What?
I don't believe in that shit anyway. It's so
Okay.
it's overrated. Listen,
Then why?
listen.
Okay.
See,
Y'all need to explain that shit to me then.
I had a feeling. No, I'm not in love with my wife.
Why?
I don't even know her.
What are
7
y'all
years.
doing? Why?
This is our 8th. Hold on, we got married in 2016. This is year number 8. September 8th, we'll be married 8 years. No. No. Hold on. Let me tell you, Ruby D and Ozzie Davis, right?
Yeah.
65 years married or something crazy, right?
Yeah.
So when he died, Will and Jada went over there. This is before all the Will and Jada.
Yeah.
They went over there for like some type of talk, counseling talk. And he left the room for something or whatever.
Who left the room?
Will, for something, like he went to the bathroom.
Was Dwayne Martin there?
Right. Right. That's what I said before all that. Anyway, and she goes, Ruby, who's 80, 90,
Yeah.
she goes, how long you known that boy? And Jada said, yeah, and Jada said, 20 years. And she goes, you don't know him, honey.
Shit.
Yeah. She said, you don't know him.
Damn.
bro, here's all my relationship with my wife is a relationship with myself. I'm just discovering parts of me, bro. we're lying to ourselves so fucking much
Yeah.
to hold up this story or this ideal,
The fantasy.
the fantasy, without, as opposed to just really fucking dealing with what's there and accepting it
Well,
to the best of your ability.
I understand this. Now, how do you get women to understand that?
You-
Right?
but-
get them to bow out of the fantasy.
You get them by you bowing out.
Hey, my wife thinks she's in love with me, probably. If someone asked her, she'd say, yeah.
Yeah.
Bullshit. Drake could take my wife.
But what would she say if she heard you say that you're not?
Okay, so you were on a podcast in 2012 with me, with JR, Blog Talk.
Were we on that?
Yes, it was about relationships.
Oh Lord, what the fuck did I say?
Okay, no, it's what I said.
Okay.
So you were on with 2 girls and JR.
I remember this.
Okay, my wife was upstairs listening to it on the radio, and I was downstairs on my computer. They said, "Is your wife your soulmate?" And I said, "No." My wife was upstairs listening.
Oh shit.
Right? The reason why I was keeping it 100% real was because she's not.
She's not.
No. But she heard it though.
Okay, so when I went upstairs, she was a little silent. It was late because I think whatever. It was really late, like she was half asleep or whatever. But we talked about it that night or the next day, and I wanted her to know there's too much. There's too many people in the world. There's too many factors
For
us to just be
soulmates.
Yeah.
Like we're gonna work together.
It's
in
like winning
this.
the lottery. I mean,
Exactly.
It's not,
Really?
right.
Like, yeah. So I was keeping it. I was maybe a little too,
Insensitive.
no, well, maybe, but too just real,
Yeah.
you know, instead of fairy tale. This, of course he is.
yeah.
No,
You're not lying though.
not at all.
But that doesn't mean you're not in it for her.
Not at all. As a matter of fact, what is a soul? What is that?
It's a buzzword.
Yeah.
It's a concept that's been propagated, like in love, that we've adopted and creates an unrealistic expectation that we look for, and when it's not present, we feel something is wrong.
Yeah, we've allowed that to condition ourselves to that concept being a governance.